Sri Lanka today faces a dual challenge. The island is facing its most complex economic crisis in its post-independence history, owing to a compounding of global market dynamics, a build-up of debt sustainability, and balance of payment issues over the decades, along with the economic impacts of Easter Sunday attacks in 2019 and the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic from 2020 onwards. Against this backdrop, the need to supplement government efforts by mobilizing private sector capital inflows to support Sri Lanka's economic recovery is key. Innovative financing solutions and strategies such as blended financing options and public-private partnerships will play a crucial role in attracting investments and contribute to the strengthening of the investment landscape in Sri Lanka. As per UNSCAP estimates in 2019, Sri Lanka needed to spend an additional 9% of GDP per year to achieve the SDGs by 2030. This gap in expenditure towards SDGs has certainly increased since then. To set the stage for accelerating the flow of private sector capital and to provide a tool to drive economic recovery and to advance the full implementation of SDGs, the United Nations Development Programme, together with the Sustainable Development Council of Sri Lanka, developed the SDG Investor Map. The Sri Lanka SDG Investor Map is a market intelligence tool that guides the private sector to identify investment themes which have significant potential to advance the SDGs, are aligned to government policies, and are responsive to the national sustainable development needs. To ensure stakeholder-wide representation in developing the map, over 50 consultations were carried out with government ministries and institutions, sector-specific experts, local and regional investors, as well as think tanks. 15 immediate and medium-term investment opportunity areas, 8 subsectors across 5 priority sectors have been identified that are commercially viable and have the potential for deep development impact. Gender, climate, and technology as a lever for scale are underpinning themes that were explored for every sector in line with Sri Lanka's policy push for gender equality and building a digital economy. The 5 sectors identified are renewable energy, healthcare, infrastructure, food and beverages, consumer goods. The Sri Lanka SDG Investor Map creates a sustainable path for the private and public sector to easily identify SDG-aligned investment opportunities and contribute towards building an inclusive and more resilient Sri Lanka.